Hello, I'm Kurt Brugel. I have a passion for drawing. Welcome to my studio. I do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Open up the doors to my studio, to the world, show off what I'm working on, answer questions, and ultimately inspire others. That's right. Today is Sunday. So what happened? Well, yesterday, I was invited to a wonderful event, a life drawing event at a friend's studio. And I got started around 10 in the morning, so I run 9:30 to 10. I figured I would be cutting it a little too short, so I opted on doing it today. So here I'm going to show off what I ended up drawing yesterday. So we worked from 10 to 1. And yeah, it was a great day because it was a great model, but more importantly, great friends. And right out of the gate, I have to say, if you're wanting to be an artist, if you're craving and dying to be an artist, get out of your house. Get out of your house and go out and meet other artists. The local art school, Delaware College of Art and Design, which is literally down the street from me in Wilmington, Delaware, every Tuesday night runs a 3-hour open figure model studio situation. I've been attending these for a very, very long time, but concentrated over the last 3.5 years, and I've met a really great group of people that I've befriended. They've befriended me. Very talented individuals, and more importantly, we inspire each other. We keep encouraging each other and sharing with one another, and that's what art's all about. It's about sharing, and so that's what I'm going to do right now. Is I'm going to share what I drew yesterday, Saturday, today being Sunday. So this is sort of in the middle of my sketchbook. We did the traditional warm-ups, about 2 minutes. We did 5 2-minutes. So these are 5 2-minute sketches of the model in various poses and just worked them one on top of the other. A really neat thing that does occur with the human figure and dealing especially with the same human over and over again, our lines will start intersecting and sort of connecting one drawing into the next. So it makes an interesting collage, which I'll actually come back to and sort of rework later as an exercise for myself, because I'm seeing a whole new figure emerging right in here. So I'll just start eliminating this information over here that's no longer necessary and start developing this sort of new figure in the middle. So those were 5 2-minute drawings. Moved into 2 5-minutes. And these are just 2 little drawings. And we do a couple of 20-minute sessions, the way it breaks up from for 3 hours, giving the model 5 minutes to rest. Then after that session, we warmed up with another 2 5-minutes. And really what I'm doing is loosening up my lines and finding my colors for the day. I use the environment. We were actually outside working. We did have to go inside because it ended up starting to rain, so which was all right. We still got to draw outside. So with that being said, once we got going, this was still outside. This is this is a 10-minute, I believe. No, this is still 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Man, something happened right out of the gate. So this is my favorite for the day. It's very representational and expressive at the same time. And that's what personally I'm going for when I'm working. I know for a fact that the reason this happened was because I got my thinking out of the way. So my arm is already warmed up, my eyes are already warmed up, and I'm ready to go. The model we work with often, she is very inspiring with her poses, and holds them very, very well and definitively, which makes it very easy to capture the movement. And this was one of those that happened right out of the gate that, bam, works for me. And here we are into another 5 minutes. And one of the things that also ultimately happened in this one is I started finding my palette color-wise. So you'll start seeing these similar colors merge in the other ones. Kind of ignored it here. Still searching for color. And here's my second favorites. This was a 10 minute? Yes, these are 10 minutes. So now we're in 10 minutes, and very expressive, but still representational. Still representational. I think I could take this one a little bit further, maybe with another color, an orange, maybe even another brighter, warmer green, yellowish green. But still, this one is 99% there. And good old foreshortening. By the time we moved inside, it was pretty much right in front, like a good student should be. And model took this very foreshortened, crouching down on her knees and looking forward. I could have definitely moved her torso down more, pushed her head forward a little bit more. But still, a great exercise in keeping an understanding for the way the body works in foreshortening. So now we start getting into some 20 minutes. So this would be the complete 20-minute obvious session time frame. So another foreshortening I get. So I get the legs, boom, right in front of me, the foot right here, and then she's leaning back in the chair. So one of the things that I'm very, very interested right now in working on and getting a better understanding for as a creative person is negative space. So the space that moves in and around the figure. As you've sort of seen all the way moving up towards these 20 minutes, they're very figure-centric. So a lot of the seeing and drawing is happening based on just the figure. So there's almost an ignoring of what's surrounding, which can also weaken drawings very much. So with a very conscious effort for the rest of the day, I worked on negative space more than just the figures. At least that's what I was going after. So there's another one, another 20 minutes. I like this one. This is probably the third favorite out of my selection. And then this is kind of blurred out, and then things get a little bit more focused and everything. So it was a little fun, but a lot of working in the negative shapes. You know, things draped on the chair, window, light coming through. Not too much information. No information to drown out the figure. But enough to give a sense of placement, and obviously the figure having weight and sitting down on the arm of the chair. And this is the last one for the day. Another 20 minutes. I'm going to admit I was a little tired and hungry at this point. Please, no starving artist jokes. So we ended up with this very nice pose. Probably ended up working the figure a little more than the background and the negative space around. But I really like the passage that happened in between the knees here. This is actually probably a more interesting piece out of the drawing than the rest. So So all in all, it was 15 drawings, including the 5 2-minute drawings. If you're watching this in the replay, thank you for making it this far. And I'm going to play them back, and if you don't mind, tell me which one is your favorite. I'll point to my favorite again, but I'm not going to influence anybody. But this is the last one of the series. And then this is, we'll call her number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7, which is personally my favorite. We'll call this one number 8. These were my 2 5 minutes together. Number 8. Number 9. Another 2 5 minutes. And finally, number 10. These were my 5 2 minutes. So without it being said, what usually happens after a good, healthy drawing session like yesterday, I get very, very inspired. I actually really jumped out of bed today. I had a drawing rolling around in my head for a while. I had done a sketch last month and did not do a color piece, so I have started that drawing. So this is Light of the Woods. It's going to be another fairy piece. So I've started working on the Strathmore 11 by 14 Tantone paper. And I just took a magenta pencil, Prismacolor, and started scribbling out. And I'm going to continue moving along, using a lot of the colors that I was getting into yesterday. There was a lot of expression that was happening in those colors, and so we'll start bringing them in. All right, well, this is another 20 minutes in my studio. I do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You might be wondering, wait a second, it's Sunday. Well, yesterday I had an opportunity to go out and draw with some friends, and I took that opportunity. Ultimately gave me a wealth of inspiration. So I got up this morning and immediately took that inspiration to heart and then therefore paper. So this is Light of the Woods, the next drawing in my series of Women of the Woods that I'll be working on till October, when the big show will be happening October 19th to the 23rd in Reading, PA, called IllexCon. So I'm really very excited about that. So if you're on the replay, thank you so much. And if you've just gotten in, the inspiration of jumping on a Sunday was my sketchbook. So yesterday I took some time off met with some friends, worked with a model, and became inspired. So the message today comes in twofold. If you want to be an artist, draw from life. As always, grab a piece of paper and a pencil and draw something. But just look out the window and draw something. You don't have to imagine it. And the second thing is, you want to be an artist? Go out and hang out with other artists. Get that conversation going. Get out of your head and the studio. Participate in the world. And more importantly, enjoy yourself. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I will be continually working on this, showing off my efforts on Tuesday. And as always, I'm Kurt Brugel, and I have a passion for drawing. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, here live. Open up my doors to the studio, see what I'm working on, ask questions, be inspired ultimately. So why don't you just grab a piece of paper and a pencil, look out the window, because it's a beautiful day today, no matter where you're at, and draw something. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.